Hello everybody and welcome back to our Wake Forest team and Deacons Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14 here on JT Plays. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the bye week of 2018. Demon Deacons should be 5-0. We're not going to go into it. They're 4-1 and you're not seeing that wrong, folks. You're not seeing that wrong. The Demon Deacons, after upsetting the number 2 Virginia Tech Hokies, they are 15th in the country. For the first time ever, your Demon Deacons are ranked, and they are ranked well. 13-7, they beat the Hokies at BB&T. It was a great feeling, and guys, it was just a good week. That's not the only news we have to get into, though. So we'll do some recruiting really quick. We'll go over the Heisman. We'll go over the conference standings. We'll go over the rest of the schedule, what we expect to see Wake Forest do. And basically, it's just been a good year. Past year in 2017, almost winning the ACC Atlantic over Clemson, but falling just short. It's been a really good year for Wake Forest. Good 2 years, actually. So with that said, basically, we're going to throw points at whoever we really want to here. I mean, there's no yes or no about it. We'll do it for NC State. Why not? You guys see some of the schedule coming up. We have Clemson. We have Duke, which is always a fun one. NC State, we want to get our revenge for last year. No, 2 years ago, I think, on the loss. Or last year. I don't know. We'll have to look. But it's been a fun year so far. So recruiting's done. You guys are now up to date on what happened with Wake Forest. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Scores and schedules. Let's check out your Demon Deacons remainder of the schedule for 2018. In week 1, we beat Rice. In week 2, we beat Tulane. In week 3, it all started with a win at UNC. In week 4, we had a 3-3 game with 8 minutes left. We had the ball, and then the Xbox shut off. So we send it 58-55 overtime loss to Florida State. They're 1-3. We've been their only win. That's really upsetting me too. But then in week number 5, we bounced back at home, 13-7 against number 2 Virginia Tech. And we picked up our second ACC win of the year. So now the bye week is here, and from here on out, we basically have ACC, obviously. We have NC State at home, and then we have Boston College. We have Clemson after that, week 9, so they're still highly ranked. Yeah, they're not doing so hot. They're 1-2. If they're still ranked, and obviously we're still ranked with 2 wins against teams we really should beat, we have a chance to make the top 10. And this could be the year we get to a BCS Bowl. It just has to happen for us. We have to beat Clemson. We have to beat NC State, Boston College. FIU, no worries there. 0-3, that should be a win. Maryland is always a scary game. Syracuse, we can handle. Duke, we can handle. It has been a little flip-flop, but, really the only loss we could suffer is Clemson, guys. And if that happens, you're looking at, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-2 season for Wake Forest. With, let's see, 2-1 now in ACC, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5, 6, 7-2 ACC record. That could easily top the ACC Atlantic this year. It's going to be a fun year. Top 25 polls, let's see who is in front of Wake Forest. Number 1, Oklahoma. Number 2, Notre Dame. 3, USC. A&M 4th. Alabama 5th. LSU 6th. Ole Miss 7th. Arizona 8th. Nebraska 9th, Virginia Tech fell from 2nd to 10th, San Diego State 11th, Michigan 12th, Clemson 13th, Florida 14th. We were completely out of the wayside after the loss to Florida State. We were, I think, 26 going in, completely out of the way after the loss, and we pop up with a number 2 victory, and we propelled to 15th. TCU 16th, Ohio State, Georgia, Baylor, Miami, North Carolina, Oklahoma State, Georgia Tech, Auburn, Mississippi State. Other teams that are right on the bubble, yeah, Illinois, why? I mean, come on. Illinois is on there. Troy's on there. Pittsburgh's on there. Air Force is in there. A lot. I mean, granted, we're 6 years in from 2013, but what is Illinois and Air Force and all those guys doing in there? What are they doing in there? Conference standings, ACC Atlantic. Like I said, we've had a really good chance to win the ACC Atlantic. Guess what? Only Florida State and NC State have wins. Again, Florida State probably should have been a loss for them, and we should be 3-0 in conference play right now. But, we'll shrug it off. We'll just keep playing. Clemson, Maryland, Syracuse, they don't have a win. And in the ACC Coastal, things are looking a lot better this year for the Coastal teams. Georgia Tech, Virginia, Duke, Miami, UNC all have at least one win. Pittsburgh hasn't played an ACC opponent yet. And Virginia Tech, that was their first ACC game. So, I mean, the Coastal's looking a lot better, but Wake Forest definitely has a chance to win the Atlantic. Heisman Watch, we said to keep your eye on this name for the past 2-3 years. And finally, it's happened, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Haynes, the redshirted junior out of South Gastonia, North Carolina, a speedback, 6'1", 227 on the scale, 90 overall coming into this year. He now is your new leader for the Heisman Trophy in 2018. He has Bama, UGA for Georgia, Texas A&M, and Air Force behind him. But guys, putting a Wake player in the Heisman? When was the last time that happened, if at all? So, for Wayne Haynes, he just has to keep up the season, obviously stay healthy, and just go from there. Championship contenders, where do they think will rank in the next 3-4 years? They have us falling to 83rd in 2019, 78th in 2020, and working our way up to 69th in 2021. Will the Dynasty go on that long? Only time will tell. But guys, you're enjoying this franchise, Dynasty, whatever you want to call it. I'm enjoying it, obviously, and it's been a struggle sometimes. I mean, the first 2 years. Let's see if we can go look at that. Probably under coaches' contracts. First 2 years were not fun here. 5-7 and 5-7. We did not get anything done. Then we moved it up to 6-7. Then we dropped to 4-8. I think that was our first bowl game against LSU. We just dropped after that. However, we came back 6-7, then 8-5, and like I said, we have a potential of going 10-2 this year. So that 4-year extension, first year in, it's looking really nice. We're completely safe. We're 5-9 against top 25 teams. We're 7-4 against rivals, and overall we are 33-35 against opponents at Wake Forest. Bowl record, let's not look at that. 0-3, A- prestige though for Coach Mathis, and it's just been a storybook year so far. I mean, we weren't expected to beat UNC. We probably weren't expecting to beat Florida State, even though, Xbox overheated. Yeah. And we definitely weren't expected to beat Virginia Tech. So we have we've conquered. That's all you can really say. Stats and records really quick. Dustin Thomas, 47th in the NCAA for qualifying quarterbacks at 813 yards. Wayne Haynes leads the way in Heisman and in national rushing leaders with 802 yards. Receiving leaders, Anthony Johnson is our closest one at 145. He has 218 yards. Tackles, Franklin for us, 24 tackles. Remember like 2-3 years ago, Wake Forest swept the board? Yeah, different times here. Thomas for sack leaders, 44th with 3 interception leaders. Kyle Holmes, he had 1 last game against Virginia Tech, 31st in the country. 2 interceptions. And then kicking leaders, yeah, kicking big part of football, and Adam King's done that exceptional. 60th, even though that doesn't mean anything. 42 longest field goal. Guess what? That was for a win against North Carolina. So guys, that's the bye week all wrapped into one. Come back next week when we take on the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. It should be a fun one. I'll see you guys there.